Today we're going to talk about Workbook 2A, Exercise 11, and we'll look at pages 28 and 29 to think through these ideas and concepts. The first thing on page 28, we're going to talk about adding the numbers 236 and 362. Now those are big numbers to add, but if you think about what each number means, it's not so bad, because in this case, notice that there are 200 and 300, which give you 500. And then we have 3 tens and 6 10, which gives you 9 tens. 6 ones and 2 ones is 8 ones, and that tells me that the answer is 598. Now sometimes we do math sideways. It's horizontal, where we just think about the hundreds come together, the tens come together, and the ones come together to give us 598. But it's good to know that sometimes we set up math vertically, or one number on top of the other. And that makes it easy to see because I have a 6 and a 2. That tells me how many ones I have. And a 6 and a 3 tells me I have 9 in the tens column. And a 2 and a 3 tells me I have 5 in the hundreds group. When we do math vertically, we often start on the right side and move to the left side. When we do math side to side in the horizontal, I like to think of it as hundreds place, then the tens place, then the ones place. It's good to be able to do both. What you'll find is that the horizontal will eventually be faster, but sometimes in the middle it's nice to be able to do it this way. The vertical way sometimes is nice as you're learning and thinking about it. So in Primary Math 2, we talk about it vertically, and then as you get older and faster with it, we do math horizontally. Let's go ahead and look at page 29. I want you to think very carefully about this. This is so important. If you have 2 ones and 3 ones, that adds to be 5 ones. If you have 2 tens and 3 tens, you add those to have 5 tens. If you have 2 hundreds and 3 hundreds, that adds to be 5 hundreds. Notice what is the same there. 2 plus 3 is always 5. It's just, are you talking about 2 tens and 3 tens, or 2 hundreds and 3 hundreds? And notice, usually people say 20 plus 30 is 50. But that's the same thing as 2 tens plus 3 tens is 5 tens. Very important to notice. Look at number 2 on page 29. It asks us to add 25 and 32. It writes it in the words add 25 and 32. It writes it as a vertical and up and down math problem. It also draws the picture of 2 tens, 5 ones, add 3 tens, 2 ones. However you think about it, all of those together are going to show you that in the end you're going to have 5 tens, 7 ones. Number 3 just gives you several problems. It writes it horizontally. I would say if it writes it horizontally, let's solve it horizontally. If it writes it up and down vertically, we'll solve it vertically. But 61 plus 8, I still have 6 tens, and now I have 9 ones. I wrote mine up and down. The next one, this is A, and then B, and then C. 75 plus 4, we have 7 tens and 5 ones. If we add 4 more ones, we'll have altogether 9 ones. Think about letter C, 34 plus 24. That's 3 tens and 2 tens. That's a total of 5 tens. 4 ones and 4 ones is 8 ones. Now, for these last 3, I'm going to rewrite them the other way. 19 plus 50. Again, when we do it up and down like this, we usually start on the right side. Altogether, I have 9 ones and 6 tens. So the answer is 69. If I do 60 add 34, altogether I have 4 ones and 9 tens. So the answer is 94. Last one, 70 plus 29. If I add 0 and 9, I get 9. Add 7 plus 2, I have 9. So 70 add 29 ends up being 99. Either way you do it, whether you do it thinking about the tens first and then the ones, or whether you think about the ones first and then the tens, all of these problems will work out the same answer. You just have to practice thinking about it, and it's good to think about it both ways. Now you can do exercise 11.